Good day everyone, I am Angelica Fanner and for today's video presentation, we will discuss about challenges in promoting artistic values. But before we start, let's have a short review of what we learned about the K-12 art curriculum last meeting. So what is the K-12 art curriculum? Alright, the K-12 art curriculum is a program that helps learners develop their creativity, artistic skills, self-expression, and appreciation of Filipino culture and different forms of art. It is not only about drawing or making artworks, but also about helping students understand and appreciate art in their everyday lives. We have here a table of contents. First, introduction. Second one is challenges faced by art teacher. The third one is misconceptions about art as school subject. The fourth one is the student motivation and classroom discipline. The fifth one is the perception of art as a luxury. And the last one is our conclusion. Now that we already have a short review about the K-12 art curriculum, let's move on to our main topic, which is the challenges in promoting artistic values. So art education offers many benefits to learners. Pero despite these benefits, may mga challenges pa rin that affects how art is taught and appreciated in schools. So for this discussion, we will focus on four main challenges. The first one is the challenges faced by art teachers. The second one is misconceptions about art as a school subject. The third one is student motivation and classroom discipline. And the last one is the perception of art as a luxury. So let's start with the first challenge, which is the challenges faced by art teachers. One of the common challenges faced by art teachers is limited preparation. Many schools require teachers to teach art despite having little formal training or specialization in visual arts. This means that some teachers are assigned to teach art even though they have little formal training or specialization in visual arts. For example, imagine a teacher who is assigned to teach art but has limited experiences in different art techniques. Because of this, the teacher might feel less confident in teaching the subject and may only use simple activities like drawing, coloring, or copying pictures. So, during the lesson, tinuturuan niya ang students na mag-drawing by simply copying a picture from the board because hindi siya familiar sa ibang art techniques or activities. This shows how limited preparation can affect the teacher's confidence and activities given to the learners. Instead of allowing students to explore different techniques and express their own ideas, the activity may become focused only on copying. That is why proper preparation and training are important for art teachers, so they can provide more creative and meaningful learning experiences for their students. So, ano naman ang impact nito sa instructions? So, we have three impact on instructions. First, it can reduce the teacher's confidence. Kapag hindi confident ang teacher sa kanyang knowledge and skills sa art, possible na mahirapan siya magturo ng different techniques and activities. Second naman po, it can limit the variety of instructional strategies. Ibig sabihin po, baka pat-ulit lang ang activities tulad ng drawing, coloring, or copying. And last naman po, it can affect the quality of learners' artistic experiences kasi hindi nila masyadong na-explore ang creativity, imagination, and self-expression nila. Next is solution. So what can be done about this? One solution is to strengthen teacher preparation and provide continuous professional development. Ibig sabihin, teachers should be given opportunities to attend workshops, trainings, and other activities na makakatulong para ma-improve ang kanilang knowledge and skills in art education. For example, kung may teacher na hindi masyadong familiar sa painting or different art techniques, pwede siyang umattend ng art workshop. Through the workshop, Matutunan niya kung paano gamitin ang different techniques and kung paano gumawa ng creative activities for students. In this way, mas magiging confident and effective ang teachers sa pagtuturo ng art. Mas makakapagbigay din sila ng activities na hindi lang basta drawing or copying, but also activities where students can explore their creativity, express their ideas, and thoughts or opinions, and enjoy learning through art. For example, instead na sabihin lang ng teacher na copy this drawing, pwede niyang sabihin create your own artwork using techniques we learned today. This gives students the freedom to use their own ideas and creativity. Now, let's move on to the next challenge, which is misconception about art as a school subject. A misconception means a wrong or limited understanding about something. In this case, may mga tao na may limited understanding kung ano talaga ang purpose ng art education. So, first is the narrow perspective. Art is sometimes perceived merely as a recreational activity or parang activity lang na ginagawa for fun. Minsan din, iniisip na ang art subject ay focus lang sa drawing, coloring, or making attractive outputs. For example, kapag sinabi ng teacher na okay class, art time, ang iniisip agad ng students ay drawing lang naman yan, okay lang yan, mali lang yan. But actually, art is more than just drawing. Through art, students can express their ideas, feelings, and experiences. They can also learn about different cultures and develop their creativity. And because of this narrow perspective, some of the important educational goals of art can be overlooked. Next is the second one is the overlooked educational goals. The creativity and critical thinking, cultural appreciation, emotional development, and problem solving. Kapag iniisip natin na art is only about drawing and making beautiful outputs, nakakalimutan natin na marami pa itong importanteng benefits for learners. For examples is, arts helps develop creativity and critical thinking because students are encouraged to think of their own ideas and decide how they want to express them. So, hindi lang sa words, kundi through art na express din nila yung gusto nilang sabihin. It also promotes cultural appreciation because through artworks, students can learn about Filipino culture, traditions, and the cultures of other people. Art can also support emotional development because students can use art to express their feelings and experiences. And lastly, it develops problem-solving skills. For example, kapag may problem sa artwork ng students, yung students have to think of different ways kung paano nila ito maayos or mapapaganda pa. And lastly po, we have number 3, we have the instructional focus. It emphasizing memorization or technical perfection along causes learners to miss opportunities to explore artistic expression and creative thinking. This happens when art instruction focuses too much on memorization or technical perfection. For examples po ay kapag ang teacher ay more focus sa kung gaano ka-perfect ang drawing ng student instead na bigyan siya ng chance to explore and express his or her own ideas. Kapag ito lagi ang approach, students might become afraid of making mistake or trying something different. For example, a student might say, "Ma'am, ayoko pong mag-drawing kasi hindi po ako magaling. Hindi ko po kaya." Instead, the teacher can encourage the student by saying, "It's okay if your artwork is not perfect. What is important is that you try explore and express your own idea."
To continue our discussion, let me introduce my name first. My name is Beverlyn Macaraig and I will be discussing student motivation and classroom discipline. First, we have hesitation to participate. May ilang mag-aaral na nanghihinayang sumali sa mga gawaing pangsining dahil iniisip nilang wala silang talento o natatakot silang mapunan ng kanilang mga kaklase at mga guro. Next is careless attitudes. Ang ibang mag-aaral naman ay hindi gaanong nagbibigay ng halaga sa mga gawaing pangsining kaya hindi sila aktibong nakikilahok. Dahil dito, hindi nila lubos na napapaunlad ang kanilang kakayahan at pagkamalikhain. Negative consequences. Kapag kulang ang motivation or disiplina ng mga mag-aaral, hindi sila aktibong nakikilahok sa mga gawaing malikhain. Nahihirapan silang matutunan ang pagiging responsable at matsika. Hindi din sila gaanong napapahalagahan ang sining at ang kanilang sariling gawa. Next ay ang teacher's role. Mahalaga ang papel ng guro sa paglikha ng isang ligtas at positibong silid-aralan. Dapat hikayatin ng guro ang mga mag-aaral na maging malikhain, magkaroon ng respeto sa isa't isa at magkaroon ng tiwala sa kanilang sariling kakayahan. The perception of art as a luxury, common misconception. May mga tao na naniniwalang ang sining ay para lamang sa mga may talento o may sapat na pera. Dahil dito, iniisip nila na hindi gaanong mahalaga ang art education kumpara sa ibang subject. Next is real value of artistic learning. Sa katotohanan, mahalaga ang sining para sa lahat. Nakatutulong ito sa paglinang ng ating pagkamalikhain, komunikasyon, pagpapahalaga sa kultura, at syempre, emosyonal na kalusugan. Nakatutulong din ito para sa ating critical thinking o kakayahang mag-isip ng mabuti at gumawa ng tamang desisyon na magagamit sa paaralan, trabaho, at pang-araw-araw na buhay. For our conclusion, ang art education ay mahalagang bahagi ng ating pagkatuto bilang isang mag-aaral. Nagbibigay ito ng pagkakataon sa bawat isa na maipakita ang ating talento, mapaunlad ang ating pagkamalikhain at maunawaan ang kahalagahan ng sining sa ating lipunan. Sa kabuuan, ang art education ay hindi lamang patungkol sa pagguhit o pagpipinta. Ito ay tumutulong sa paghubog ng pagkamalikhain, tiwala sa sarili, kritikal na pag-iisip, at pagpapahalaga sa ating kultura. Kaya mahalagang bigyan ito ng sapat na halaga sa edukasyon. Para sa ating last part, meron ako ditong inihandang quotes. Art enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves at the same time by Thomas Merton. Para sa akin, ang sining ay tumutulong sa atin na mas makilala ang ating sarili, ang ating damdamin, ideya at kakayahan. Kasabay nito, kapag tayo ay gumuguhit, nagpipinta, sumasayaw o gumagawa ng anumang sining, nalilimutan natin ang ating mga problema at lubos tayong nakatuon sa ginagawa natin.